With data of daily COVID cases and deaths barred by the Chinese government, it has become really difficult to report on the health crisis. A top government scientist has now come out with a worrying picture. He says 80% of China's population has been infected with the virus. This explains the overwhelmed hospitals and crowded crematoriums. There is a looming threat now. The 22nd of January, that is this Sunday, marks the beginning of Lunar New Year. Hundreds of millions of Chinese have been waiting for this. And with restrictions lifted, people have already traveled within China and from abroad. This mass movement is concerning at a time when the majority of people are carrying the virus. However, it's not all bad news. A second COVID wave was expected after the Lunar New Year, but with 80% of the population already infected, experts say that the wave is now unlikely. In fact, the National Health Commission says that China has passed the peak of COVID patients. The past month has been extremely difficult for the health sector in China. As the country wrapped up 2022, it lifted its 3-year-old zero COVID policy. Within a month of that, it did two things: stop publishing data of daily COVID cases and deaths, and change the criteria for a COVID death. As of the 12th of January, nearly 60,000 people have died in hospitals across China. These were people that directly died due to the virus. However, this vastly undercounts the full impact. Like where there is no data on those who had comorbidities or experienced other effects of the virus. The data also excludes those who died at home. This week, Chinese leader Xi Jinping called for a greater effort to fight the virus. He called his response fierce, but the situation is clearly dire. Xi's address included he has made in-person visits to rural areas every year since taking power in 2012. But this year, it was a video call address demonstrating the extent of the health crisis. WION, now available in your country. Download the app now. Get all the news on the move.